Mhm. Okay, so everyone, welcome here and welcome to the first episode of Alt+Connect. This is aimed to be a talk show, having all our seniors present with us, sharing their experiences regarding academics, regarding how they back their internships, regarding all the fun activities that they might have done till uh, the time in the degree. I, I use the word might, but I would like to refrain it from now because they definitely did have a lot of fun, especially in the paradox, some of the paradox stories in coming to. But okay, what this talk show mostly aims is to provide you a platform to connect with the seniors, ask them what you what your queries and everything, and have a little bit of senior junior connect there in the degree. And who else? I mean, we have two such talented people here for the first episode that it makes me really happy about it that you guys are able to ask them the questions. So first we have Darshan, Ganatra, and if you have been in Spotify, you might know him that he was the previous DevSec of Spotify. He was also the DevSec of Corbett House, and we have Gurneet Kaur Bhuller, who um, there are a lot of co-curricular activities she has done, but I'll say that she was the previous DevSec of Pichaldam House in the 2022 year. She is also currently working in the Deloitte as associate analyst. At the same time, Darshan himself has just finished his internship at Aditya Birla, and these guys have had a vast amount of experience which they are here to talk about. And so, without any more introductions, I guess that would be fine, and let's begin. No, man, no, I don't want to go to jail, man. There's no correlation between me and me. Anyways, so first of all, how was your day like, everyone? I mean, I know you guys have had like Gurneet, Didi, you just came from work, but like, how is it right now? And comparing it to the time when you started a degree, what was your schedule like, and what is it now then?
Okay. Hi guys. Apparently, when I was doing this degree, I was not doing it standalone. I was doing it with another bachelor's. So it was a hectic schedule, same as doing college Monday to Friday, Saturday. I forgot Monday to Friday, Monday to Saturday, and then coming home and then studying for IIT and then giving exams on Sundays. So I have had days where I have had exams on Friday and then another IITM exam on Sunday. So it was a very packed schedule. And at that time, since I was in foundation and diploma partially, it was like both of my degrees were very academic heavy because I was doing a BSc honors in mathematics. So it was very academic heavy. Then there was COVID, so everything was haywire, etc. But yeah, so that was then, but that was like I was fully focused on just studying and nothing else, and obviously a little more of fun with paradox, everything, etc., right, and these positions. But coming to now, working while studying is very different. Okay, like it's very different. You're not used to studying when you're working also. You have to have two different sides of your brains working. One will be where you're working, you're submitting your tasks on time, etc. Is you're developing, and there is you have to hold a very higher standard of quality. And then you have to study, you have to focus on studying, making notes, memorizing things. So they're completely two different things. And yes, I am tired, but it is what it is. You have to do this for the next, I don't know, 1 year now.
So, is it so that do you take out time during the working hours a little, or do you like, is it that you have to do long hours at night to manage all the studies now?
um so for now, the only pattern that I'm able to follow is, considering that I'm in degree level, my deadlines are on Sunday. So I literally just
Mhm.
follow that pattern ki the entire week I work, because I have a heavy work schedule, unfortunately, and I live 2 hours away from office. So consider my entire day goes into that itself. So especially when I work from home, I'm able to study a little bit, but my main study pack happens on weekends.
Well, Darshan, coming to you, I mean, yours was a little different, I suppose, because you were doing this as a standalone degree. But then
Hmm.
again, right now with all the You being a TA and everything, you took up a lot on your plate to have a very easy schedule too. What was it like for you?
It was like at the start when I was not involved in everything, it was really a peaceful life. Okay, and then in between, like we founded Spotify the Sports Society. Okay, so it was a club before. So those of you who don't know, okay, it's like you will have a club inside a house. Okay, the secretary will be responsible for that club, and then that will get promoted to the society if you will work hard. So we will like we founded the club in around August 23. Yeah, as far as I can remember. Okay, so August 23, we founded that club, and then being a co-founder and deputy secretary, yeah, there were too many responsibilities, and with that also I was doing the TA ship. Okay, and TA ship for the MAD one. Okay, so I was at the campus and I was doing TA ship. I was doing this also. Okay, and same timeline I was secretary of the Corbett House also. So yeah, so it was like a little complicated for me. Okay, like morning to evening, it's like early morning to evening I was just studying, and in the nights after 6 p.m., after 5 p.m., I'm just doing meetings. Okay, tomorrow Corbett House meeting, then day after tomorrow some Spotify meeting, and then everything was happening. Okay, and yeah, then eventually like Paradox 24 happened, and we had a really successful event, and after that I got the internship. So I went there, and then I kind of left everything. Okay, but then it, as Gurneet said, that it is really hard after completing the 9 to 5 job. And it was, for me it was like yeah, it was not it was 9 to 5 only. Okay, we can say that. And being an intern, it was a little flexible for me. Okay, so there were not that much workload, to be honest. Okay, but still, you are going to office and then coming back in the evening, and you don't have enough time to, you just go there. Like, I was literally, for the first 1 month I was going there, and I was just laying down on the bed, and waking up in the morning and realizing that, yeah, I have not studied a little bit also. So yeah, it is really hard. It was really hard since last year. Okay, and since last 1 year it is happening. But yeah, as I've completed my internship now, it will go a little smoother, I guess. I hope so, at least.
You seem to have done a lot of good work already. It is very visible from the way the chat box is exploding. You've got a lot of fans at Spotify, and preferably so because of the good
Thank
work
you
you've
so
done.
much, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. To answer the question, no, I'm not a pro cricketer though. But yeah, I was being seen in the team. So in 23, I was not secretary of Corbett. I was just part of the Corbett house. So I participated in the match. Didn't do anything enough. But after that, being secretary, I kind of gather the team. Okay, but I didn't play. So I don't know why these rumors are going on, because like some days before also someone asked me that, yeah, you also played for Corbett. I was like, no, I didn't play. So
I think one thing both of us can agree on was holding so many PRs over the past 2 years at least. It has been crazy, and the amount of experiences we have been through, it's ridiculous, to be honest. We have had good days, our bad days, and as he said, some days you'll not even realize ki the first day is over and then it's the next day. So yeah.
Right. Acha, since you've talked about this point, Gurneet Didi, there's one thing. You have worked in a lot of things in this degree, and you have been responsible in the coming up of a lot of clubs and societies there. And possibly whatever Pichavaram is right now is because of the hard work you did at that time, being alone and not having even the secretary there. So, I mean, there's a barrage of things that you have done. So, I also don't remember now, but could you make us go through all the things that you've done, like what societies you were part of and everything?
Okay. Okay. So, so how do I put this? I have been a very active person since the start. Okay, I remember the first time I joined the degree 21 F2 batch. I am. So they had like I got added to the house a term later, and they were a month later, and they were like, we are rolling out. Registrations for recruitment for web admins. For that time we had a web admin position also. So, and I was so excited. I was like literally this college kid who got a POR when I received that post. So I started off as the web admin in 2021, then of Pichavaram House, where I was handling the social medias, websites, etc. Then I moved on to the deputy secretary for the next tenure. And deputy secretary term was a bit difficult because we had a few issues with our teams, etc. People were focusing on studies, and there was a lot of changes in the structure. We even had a president structure that was taken down. Then we were the only our UHC was the only one that was working and handling around 20,000 students, etc. Post that, actually during that time itself, 2022, POD decided to come up with some sort of an annual event for IIT MBS. So that is where myself and three other guys, we stepped up to start something called as Paradox, which you guys are attending now. So the four of us, we did the first Paradox in May 2022, and that is where we were able to do a very successful event for it being the first time in campus. And we only had barely a month and a half to do that. So yeah, so at that time that happened. um it was a great event. It has its ups and downs, but now you guys can see how it has progressed over the past 2 years. As such, okay, how many attendees? First Paradox had around 2000 2000 folks, if I remember correctly, because that is how
Mm.
many things we had printed out. So yeah, and we had a team of 300 people. So I was really happy about the fact that so many people were interested in helping us make that event a success. So after Paradox, I focused on my house. So as a deputy secretary, then I even tried. Then this is clubs and societies thing came up. So I became pretty active in. We started a women in tech society. I was a vice president there. There's Hires Gaming Society, Esports Society. All of you guys are aware of, I think. I was a HOD there, and for community games, etc. And also, I was a part of the Chord Music Society for a while, where I was helping them with graphics. So yeah, multiple things I've touched as such, but I will wheel oil to Pichavaram always. Whenever they
Yes.
need me, I am there. Kaushik, I
Even
think you were a
after.
part of the other event meeting, I guess, previously. But yeah, one thing to sign off, I love playing sports though. So I don't know if there is a literal sports committee. I want to join that, but as a member only,
Okay.
not as a organizer.
We do are thinking of that actually. So, I mean, you are always welcome. There's no even the point of questioning that. But
Yeah, that's great.
okay, coming to one thing though, yours, you were doing a degree already, and then you decided to join this degree. So, I mean, uh, it was also fairly a recent degree at that time. It was probably just starting out. And what were your reservations, and like, why did you choose that I had to do this degree? I had to join this one.
Okay. So first thing, obviously, data science at that time, rang a very big bell in everyone's minds. It's a new thing coming up. Everyone was excited about it. How AI and everything was coming up, and this was way too early for AI also in India, at least at that time, for degree level
Right.
degrees and stuff. But the thing was, I had a very weird academic path. Okay, so I did science till 10th. Then 11th, 12th, I did commerce because I thought I will be doing CA. So there was the joke, a high level of confidence. I don't know, for some reason. I followed, it followed my seniors at that time. Everyone was doing CA. So I was like, I'll do also CA, but then I dropped it. So then, unfortunately, 11th, 12th, commerce, you cannot take up BTech. So I had to do BSc Maths Honors. But I knew my passion initially lined up with programming. I really wanted to be an automobile engineer as a kid. But, anyways, so due to that whole thing about I wanted to program, I wanted to code, I wanted to get into those how do I put this, engineering side of the things. I was like, let's do something in that, but maybe not exactly engineering, because I was a bit too late for it. So then the only option I had was BSc Maths honors, and since I loved maths since fourth grade, I picked that up, and luckily NMIMS was able to give me that option to join without a 12th science background. Then came up, I guess, in the next 1 year itself, this IIT Madras came up, and I'll tell you, my dad was the one who actually found this degree. So he was the one who was trying to, get help me to understand how to progress through this, how to get back into the field and stuff like that. So he found this and he told me, yeah, this they are doing this degree. And that time, the only reason I missed the first application, as I said, 1 day, is because I was a bit hesitant about how the academic schedule will be, because they said it's an online degree, everything will be it's a tri-semester pattern, everything will happen online, all the video lectures. So I was concerned about the assignments and exams. At that time I didn't have much clarity about how the schedule will be. Will it clash with my degree schedule? Will I have to travel, this, that? There was not much clarity at that time, for me at least. So it did take me some time, but then I had a pretty good idea looking at the course structure, that this does give insights about data science, even if at a very base level for now. But I know this is something I was interested in, so I did take a
Mm.
leap of faith, per se. I crossed the qualifiers, and then here I am now.
And so
So
with you being starting the degree, and then the first year gets over, and you guys hit the second year, the diploma, and for personally, I've seen that the curve rises like this, and it's definitely very hard. So this is a question for you both. So that curve that started with degree and for with the diploma, how did it feel like? Was it hard to adjust to, and how was it when you entered the degree level? Was it a little same, or was it even harder going there?
okay, so first of all, like me being like after 12th directly joined it. Okay, so it was really new at the start. Okay, like when it
Mm.
was like it was newly announced that now you can take this degree as a standalone degree. But before I took that, there was a compulsory rule
Right.
that you will
Yes.
have to have a dual degree with that. Okay, so it was really new, and I was just mailing. Okay, so being a 12th passed student, you will also wonder that how and how this degree is going to be valid, and it is online degree, and is it going to cause any issues in the future and everything. Okay, so I literally have mailed 10 times that is this degree valid. Okay, in the sessions also I will go there and sir, is this degree valid? I can do masters after this, I can do this, I can do this. So I will say that, see, okay, go on website, and on the certificate there is no online written. Okay, so after these many validation checks have joined. Okay, and foundation went smooth. But yeah, after diploma level hits, like that's why my decision was to do this as a standalone degree, because of the diploma level only. Okay, because guys, the main cream of the degree is diploma. You will say, like, the main foundation you will build, everything. Okay, everything is dependent on how you will do it your diploma level. Okay, so when I hit that, I realized that yeah, there is no chance that I'm doing this second degree and I'm trying to balance both. Okay, it is really good. Okay, but it was not for me, to be honest. Okay, because I really
Right.
wanted to focus on one thing. And but yeah, to answer your question, it was like graph went like this, and then I tried to kind of move it up like this. Okay, so like that content is heavy. Okay, the content feels a little heavy,
Mm.
the assignments will feel a little heavy, everything will come in, projects will come in. And you will take three subjects and one project if you have. And then you will try to manage every subject, you will try to join instructor sessions. So like before in foundation, I was joining instructor sessions also. I was being part of the extracurricular also. Then from diploma, I have not watched that many instructor sessions. And lectures I'm missing. I'm choosing between instructor sessions and lectures. Okay, I'm trying to convince myself that yeah, if I will do PYQs, then there is no need of doing graded assignments, and I'm doing these trade-offs right now.
Mm.
Okay, so like there
Yeah.
is really there is a change, definitely. But yeah, I'm trying my best to manage everything. What to say? together. Okay, but yeah, the change really feels, okay, it feels यहाँ पे लगता है वो change जब डिप्लोमा में आते हो.
Hmm.
Um, I can agree to that because see, foundation may they are just teaching you four subjects with the same level of understanding: maths, science, sorry, maths, stats, English, and Python, right? Computational thinking and then Python. So they are just trying to bring everyone who is joining the degree to one level. Okay, at least those are like introductory courses. For someone who has been through 12th science, they might be aware for most of it. Someone who has done a BTech, they will be aware of all of it. Okay, but someone who is from a commerce background or a different background, they might not be aware of such subjects, so they're trying to bring everyone at the same level in foundation. So it is very basic, but once you hit diploma, it is very different. And diploma may, as he said, it is very content heavy, and that is where you are tested actually on how you can understand things, how you can grasp methods, etc. Because there is a lot of content, and you can't just ratify stuff like you used to do earlier. In math, stats, English, you just ratify the methods and you deal with it. But no, you can't do that. You will have to understand the logic behind almost every subject there. So, and the transition to degree, that is also a bit difficult because degree may you deal with industry heavy subjects, and over there they literally treat you like you are someone from you are new to the industry, and they will grind you like that only. Like they are
Hmm.
asking for literal project submissions as a part of the course, not an external thing, right? So they are trying to see how you can work in a high stress, high pressure environment as such. Like not stress, they obviously don't want you to have stress, but they indirectly do give you stress. But yeah, the transition is
Yes.
difficult. And yes, I have also myself come to a point where I am just trying to find a way where I get sufficient marks, and I'm not trying for the 100% वाला थिंक क्योंकि वो नहीं होने वाला.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
there are milestones in the degree, and it will be like, after clearing the diploma level, they will expect that, now you are mature. Okay, so instructor sessions will be a little lower on the side. Okay, in diploma level, it is like three sessions are happening. Okay, everything is going
Hmm.
smooth, and then you will hit degree level, and you will have one session a week. Okay, so that is really what do you say? I don't know, but yeah, frustrating in a way, because you will have to figure out everything on your own, and that is good in some way. Okay, but yeah, like for a course like deep learning and everything, maybe
Mm.
you need more than one or two sessions. But see, I'm not in the degree level, but also I've heard that institute sessions are really low. Gurneet will be able to answer that more.
Once a week,
Yeah,
barely.
exactly. So my estimation was good. Okay, so my estimation was right. So that happens. And in diploma level, you have four sessions. Okay, you have extra sessions also if you will request. But yeah, the
Exactly.
main thing to quote here is that diploma is really important. Okay,
Hmm.
and you will have to understand that there are some courses that will build your foundations, such as, if you will say, so see, going into a little academic way. Okay, because this is
Hmm.
both. Okay, you will get academic insights also, you will get other insights also. So one thing you will have to note here is that in diploma level, in my point of view, okay, so everyone will add theirs, but in my point of view, the modern application development. Okay, so if you are interested in data science, pure data science, okay, but you are forced to do web development, still the modern application development one, which is mad one, it is really important. Okay, and this is not because I'm a TA, I'm saying this. Okay, it is not like that, but you will have a tools in data science course. Okay, so why I'm saying this before, because people make mistakes. Okay, people, what people will do, TDS, it is it is some,
Hmm.
it is a less credit course. Okay, so they'll be
Yeah.
like, yeah, let's take it. Okay, and never mind, we'll figure it out. And they take before mad one. Okay, they will be like, no, I want to do data science. Okay, but what will happen is that TDS requires a what do you say, a good amount of mad one. Okay, so mad one is like, basic
Hmm.
of web development, HTTP request, and how do web servers work, how do URLs work. So you need that mad one foundation in your TDS course. Okay, so it is suggested that you take mad one before. the TDS course. Okay, so it will be really easy for you to do it, because then it is going to be really heavy, because you will have to learn those concepts first, then come here, do TDS. TDS has an ROE also. Okay, so
Yes.
ROE is a term of a, like, it is a kind of a nightmare for uh, for
True.
diploma
Agreed
level
to that.
students. Okay, so you will have to focus on that, and definitely you will have to, like, yeah, work hard in diploma level. Okay, so one is MLT also. Okay, so machine learning techniques. So that also is a really good, really, really good course. Okay, so yeah,
Hmm.
that's it.
the I think the main
So,
crux of that is that you have the right combination of subjects and don't think of it in such a way कि अरे यार this subject sounds easy, अरे this subject is not related, those kind of things. Like if you want to actually study and get something out of the courses that we are doing, then you know sit through, understand what the courses are offering, and then accordingly pick your subjects and in that order. So what I do is I literally plan it long term, what order I'm picking the courses in, so that helps me
hmm,
build this. And I guess someone asked ki, did the second degree help you in this degree? Because I had a maths background, I knew how to handle my courses as well. Because I knew ki I've already learned this in the third year degree, so like in my 3 years of BSc, so I will be able to handle these subjects easier, and then these subjects will be a bit difficult. Okay, and since my subjects were overlapping, I changed my selection of courses accordingly. I did Java a bit. I had already I knew Java since 10th grade, so I did Java a bit earlier. I didn't know certain subjects. I did it a bit later. Like Mad 1, Mad 2, I kept it for the end because I just wanted to understand. But as Darshan said, courses are changing, and now TDS is becoming heavy. At our time, TDS was very
very
easy.
much.
So
Yeah.
you have to check what courses you are studying before you choose them, else you will be in trouble because you will panic कि अरे यार ये subject समझ नहीं आ रहा है, then you will be studying completely different subjects at the same time.
And
So
adding to
retention power कम हो जाता है फिर.
that, there are, course selection help sessions are
Hmm.
happening. Okay,
Yes.
general student board is also, doing that. Houses does that, and also you will get mails for that. So please do join them, because there are seniors who will suggest you to, take good courses. Okay, and a good combination of courses. But I will just suggest that, do whatever is, like, see, don't just focus on that, just I want to complete this degree, and degree is suggesting, a portal is suggesting that, take 3 courses, take 1 project, complete this in 4 terms. No, if you think that, you are, like, you need time to understand concepts more. Okay, because see, I'm accepting. Okay, people will say, so, like, I'll answer the one more question that was there. Manageable with BTech, with this only. Okay, parallelly. Okay, so course selection and this will go parallelly. So see, what happens is that, people will say that, my friend has joined, he has completed in 3 years, I'll complete in 3 years, I'll take three subjects, 1 project, I'll take again 3 subjects, 1 project, I'll take again 3 subjects, one project. That doesn't work like that. Okay, you can't see, I'm not challenging your ability. Okay, you will say that, how can you challenge me, I will take and I will do that. It's not like that. Just suggestion that comes from us is on an average perspective. Okay, so in my POV, I was not able to complete the diploma in 3 terms. So 3 terms is really heavy. Okay, but there are some
Yeah.
people who has
Hmm.
taken 4 subjects, 2 project, then in second term 4 subjects, 1 project, then in third term 4 subjects, 1 project. Okay, right. So I can't just tell that, yeah, they are able to do it, I'll be able to do it. Okay, so I'll have to focus on my abilities and my learning pattern, right? So it's not like, if you will, फिर वो मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर वाली बात आ जाती है कि भाई ठान लो, है ना? तुम सोचते हो कि तुम ये कर सकते हो, तो तुम कर ही सकते हो, कर लोगे, बट फिर क्या, इसका क्या?
Learn, you will not learn anything, you will never learn
और
anything, and then you
स्ट्रेस
will get
पड़ेगा
stuck.
अलग, स्ट्रेस
Exactly.
पड़ेगा अलग भाई, है ना? सो जस्ट फोकस ऑन दैट, एंड योर बीटेक. Okay, so it is manageable with the BTech, but you will have to take this BS degree a little slow. Okay, so let's say a normal standalone person is completing the diploma level in 4 terms. Okay, so you will take 5 terms or maybe 6 terms. Okay, so
Hmm.
2 years will not harm you if you are doing BTech along with you. Okay, and then also course selection really matters. because in btech first year, let's say you are doing some btech in x, okay, subject, okay, whatever, okay, cs, it, whatever, okay, so you are doing that. So you will learn in the first year, like, people learn, yeah, so whatever department, okay, so first year you will learn everything in your btech. So it is easy to take maths, mathematics, statistics, the foundation courses. Then when you will
Mm-hmm.
jump into your second year of btech, okay, then you will have to slow down this bs also, okay, into focus on your btech. So btech will also teach you some courses, right? So you can parallelly check that, is there any course that can help me, right? So you can take those courses. But the main, no, I'm not a dual degree student, but yeah, I've seen a lot of dual degree students, okay. So so the most important part of like being active and being part of student affairs and being, interactive and whatever, okay, being in part zyada mein ghusa hua tha. What was the benefit of that? Okay, benefit was I got really good seniors, okay, that I can ask questions. Okay, and I've
Mm-hmm.
asked a lot of questions. Okay, how do you manage that? And in like the unofficial WhatsApp groups also, right? So I got two people who like managing their degree, like their secondary exam preparation, let's say CA preparation or something else. Then they are slowly taking the courses, right? Then some people are doing like whatever, okay, some people are doing mbbs, and also they are managing this degree, right? So it's all about how you take the courses, okay, on based on your like your perspective, that what is easy for you, right? So course selection is really important, and taking things in your pace. I will not say take things slow, but take things in your pace, okay. So if you feel that you will be able to manage three courses, btech के जो तीन चार courses लोगे वो, ऊपर से फिर इसके courses लोगे वो, and then you're able to manage everything, then all the very best.
Yeah.
Then yeah, otherwise, yeah, it's like that, right? So I hope that answers your question.
Mm.
Okay,
BTech
so
offline. Okay, yeah, sorry, continue. Yeah, sorry.
no,
Yeah.
no, please go on.
No, no, nothing. Because the thing is, I have a very perfect example. My senior, I would consider, because he is the one who got me settled into student affairs very easily. He was the secretary of Pichavaram before me. Kirupa. I don't know if
Yes,
someone knows him here, but he did
yeah,
his BTech offline when he was doing this degree. Okay, so this guy, I swear, like, he completed it so fast, but he did both of them very well. And that is his capacity, right? Him being, he knows that I have to do this and I have to do this and I have to do it now, and I know I will be able to do it. So that is him. But it's not like it's impossible. There are examples in this degree that you can do a BTech and this BS and complete it fast. But why risk it? Why give yourself stress? As Darshan said, take it aram, say, understand things, do it well. No one is gonna care you did it in 3 years or 4 years or 5 years. That is not written on a degree certificate, if I'm correct. It is just written that you completed this degree, but you learned something valuable
right.
from it. That is what will be visible in your interview or your SOP. Yeah.
Okay,
And
one question that comes into this is like you mentioned the timeline of the degree. For the ones who are doing it as a standalone degree, like let's say if they complete the same thing in 5 years, does it hamper the chances when it comes to interviews and sitting there? Does it really matter as much, or is it still more about what you know rather than how long you have taken?
so, in my point of view, it doesn't matter that much. Okay, so
Hmm.
it is all based on that, what you know, and yeah, exactly as you said. Okay, but yeah, it is good to kind of try to complete in 4 years, 4.5 years, and if you are a standalone student, that it is very much possible. Okay, so
Yes.
yeah, so two things are there. Okay, so I will not say that it is good. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it will not harm you, okay, but it is also not good to give that thing 5 years, unless or until you are involved in some corporate part, and you are doing some internship, and you had to skip the term, and too many things happen. So in my example only, I had to skip one term just because I was doing internship and I was not able to manage subjects plus project with the internship, right? So in that cases, if your resume looks good, then it will be ignored in a way, okay. But 4 years is an ideal time for them also, if you have not involved in any internships or anything else, if you are focusing on purely degree. Okay,
Right.
so yeah,
So,
that's
another thing, since you mentioned internship, how was your experience like bagging? You worked with Aditya Birla, you interned there, and both of you, what was your experience with the internship finding process, and was it through the IITM? And how was it our degree perceived when we went to search internships by ourselves too?
okay.
Um,
So first of all, IIC helps. Okay, so this Aditya Birla Capital also initially. Um, so I will tell my side. Okay, but initially the interns who went was through IIC. Okay, so IIC really helps if you are getting involved and completing the points, and you there is some fee of internship or something you will have to fill. Then they will give you this internship support, and they'll push you that yeah, you will get some opportunity and you will be able to find some internship. Okay, first thing. Second thing, for me, I'll say that being teaching assistant really helped in many ways. Okay, so in my experience, teaching assistant I was for 8 months. Okay, so in those 8 months I was in campus. Okay, so first thing I got was really good connections. Okay, then second thing was the learning that I got. Okay, so the internship is in the full stack development, so I was a full stack developer only there. So being mad 1 TA really helped, involving in boot camps, and solving the other people's errors really helped me. Okay, so being teaching assistant really helped me, and plus that networking part that I talked about, right? So for me, it was not actually through IIC. Okay, so it was through like referrals. Okay, so it was like I knew some people, and then yeah, so it happened like that. Okay, so and anyways, after I got the internship, it was a really good experience. Okay, so like you get
hmm,
to apply those concepts that you have learned the whole time. Okay, so you are learning this and you are worrying about, so being a standalone student you will worry about it. Okay, people are doing internship, what am I doing? Okay, and I completed diploma, it's been 2 years, I'm not doing anything. So after finally you get some opportunity, you will think like, yeah, now it is really good, and now I'm getting industry experience, and that is really helping. Okay, but I would like to know Gurneet's experience in that.
yes.
Okay, so the thing is, when they were doing the first, IIC was doing the first round of placements and internships, right? They were just getting started with it. They had set up placement council, etc. Um, I was actually, I just completed my BSc, right? I was about to complete BSc around that time. So that I actually, my placement in Deloitte USI is through my other degree. But one thing I would tell you is, when I had my interview for Deloitte USI, the thing is, in the job role they very clearly defined that you need a background, some sort of basic background in IT. And then the interview that they have held, it wasn't a technical interview, because obviously they were doing a job for, they're asking for associate analysts, and that to BSc level, BSc grads, right? So the
Right.
interviewer literally asked me, okay, this is academic heavy degree, right? How are you able, how will you be able to manage industry level work? Okay, because one thing about what Deloitte USI is notorious about is their job descriptions, and the job role that they give you, the designation they give you, and the tasks they make you do are completely
Yeah.
different. I think this is throughout all MNCs, but with experience from Deloitte, I'll tell you, I'm an associate analyst, which sounds like a very data based job, which I really wanted, but I am a back-end developer right now. Technically a full stack, because I was trained in front end. So yeah, I'm all over it was an all over the place thing, but I did tell the interviewer that I am doing a degree on the side, and it is helping me understand things about development, things that are used in industry heavy, like a service pro based industry, etc. So I think that did help me during the interview. And
Hmm.
one thing is that makes the interviewer at least understand ki, okay, this person will at some point have some level of industry understanding during that degree. Okay. So I think that does help. And coming to
Right.
IIC, I had a few batchmates of mine who got placed through IIC in internships or placements. So it is good. Like I won't give comments on how good or bad that is. But one thing is you will have to work for it, because the amount of people who are applying to IIC every term or whenever the cycle happens is huge. So you
Yes.
have to make sure that you stand out for one role, because you can't be like, "Arey, I'm a full stack developer, or I'm a .NET developer, etc. I am unique." You won't be unique. In 20,000 people, you will be somewhere in the mix of 500,000 people, and out of that 100 would be applying, right? So make sure you stand out in a unique way. Your resume is that way, you're giving the interview that way, you're prepped that way, you're giving your entrance exams or whatever, etc., that way. So, like, yeah, that's what I could say about that.
Hmm. Someone had asked, okay, your internships start after you have completed your diploma. That's what it is currently. And there
So
are a lot of pre-internship courses that you have to do also, and like tests that you have to go through to be ultimately be able to sit for internships. So
See,
that is
rushing
that.
into
And
internships also doesn't make sense. Even if they do say, you can take internships at any time, doing an internship during
hmm,
foundation won't help you,
so
because
yeah, that's
internships do require, even if they are, like you're an intern, they'll make you do basic work. End of the day, if you have more knowledge when you're entering an internship, you will be able to, learn better, and even, excel better at that. I think Darshan will have more experience in
right,
that.
So to rephrase the question, it's not that at what stage of this degree can we expect internships. At what stage in degree can we start trying for the internships? Okay, so I,
right,
I will make this clear. Okay, IIC will not take that, yellow, here is your internship, ले लो and खत्म करो, है ना? तुमने मुझे 1800 रुपये दिए थे, या which whatever the amount that the fees, the basic fees that it is required to fill, right? So the thing is that yeah, it is right that what Gurneet said, that after completing the foundation, if you are a standalone degree student, then there is nothing that you know right now. Okay, so yeah, so if you are expecting that, see, I'm focusing on the content of the degree, okay, and I'm solely doing this. So at what stage can I start? So after diploma you can start. Okay, so after one diploma, suppose let's say you complete programming diploma first. Okay, so programming diploma first you complete, try to complete it, not like that load is not there. Okay, try to complete it first, then you can try for internships. You can fill the fees that is there for that, and IIC can give you support. Otherwise you can try yourself also. Okay, and the second thing is, yeah, so being in foundation level, if you are really excellent at learning, and you have done, you have made some 3 4 projects while you were in foundation level, and you were really interested in doing that, so maybe there is an opportunity in that also, right? So if someone is making 4 5 projects and web development projects they have made because foundation level was really easy and they had a really good time, so they, so I know some friends who in being in foundation level have done the diploma level courses in the meantime. Okay, they watch the lectures,
hmm,
they made the notes, they, yeah, so those people exist. Yeah, so two sides are there. Okay, so one is that yeah, you really work hard, you make projects in foundation level, and you try to show up that. But in a, like, content focused perspective, completing any one programming diploma or data science diploma will really help. Okay, because after that you can show the certificate that, yeah, I have studied modern application development, and in programming diploma you will made 2 projects, right? You will make 2 projects, mad 1 and mad 2. So it will contain a full stack development, right? And if you will do data science, then it will contain business data management. That is your, in a whole different paradigm. Okay, so that project is really, we will not talk about it that deeply about it, but yeah. And then there's
yes,
MLP project also. Okay, so it has its own benefits. Okay, whatever you are interested in, but I'll suggest that programming diploma, because see, web dev roles and web dev internships are kind of, if you showcase your projects well, then it is a little bit on a easier side to get some, internship in a web dev side. Okay, so maybe you can try that. Okay, so yeah, I hope that answers your question.
yes. Acha, so There's a lot we have discussed about the academics part. Now, before we open the stage for all the questions the audience has, there one more thing that I want to ask you regarding the paradox. So, you've been to a lot. If I'm not wrong, you've been to two or three paradoxes till now. And what are some of the places that you've enjoyed the most in the campus? There's one Himalayan lawn I can understand that is one very big hotspot. Apart from that, how was the experience been in Paradox? What are some of the places that you've enjoyed a lot in on the campus, and some fun stories that you might have to share about it? Yes.
I guess Gurneet will start on this.
I rather not. But okay, so I've been to three paradoxes. Yeah, 2022, 23, 24. So one thing is, guys, please be aware that you will have to deal with a very weird climate. It,
Yes.
I mean, trust me, I don't know if people are saying we are from north, we can deal with the heat. You cannot. Um, and mosquitoes is one thing, but coming to experience in paradox, it is amazing to, like, if you are not been, if you haven't lived the hostel life or a PG life, or you have not, lived in a life where you're living somewhere else for college and work and stuff, then this will be your first time experience, right? So it will be amazing, you will explore a lot of things. It was my first time experience living outside of my city, and that too in a hostel. Okay, and that too IIT Madraska campus. So I got to experience a lot, and that too for the first time I was there for, I think, a month, 3 weeks or a month. So
Mm.
Himalayan lawn is obviously there. That's the one place where everyone can vibe anytime. Okay, except for peak noon time. रात को, that is where all the mahal jamta hai and those kind of things. ठीक है. Then coming to it,
Mm.
guys, I forgot places now. OAT. I forgot the name of all places.
Yes,
OAT is,
OAT, OAT.
yeah,
Okay.
Yes.
OAT is where you can have a lot of fun if you are in one of those IITM special movie nights. Okay, or you're having any or the other events. It's a very great place be there, and there's concerts, etc. Those happen there also. One thing about the campus, guys, take a walk. Yeah, I don't know, however lazy you are tired, just walk. At least at nights, that is one experience you should have, because the nature over there, the fact that it is built inside a forest reserve, it is amazing. It will calm you down. I don't know, like, my blood pressure was through the roof when I was doing the first paradox, but walking at night at 2 a.m. is what helped calm me down. Seeing the wildlife over there, how students are living in that, you know kind of an environment, it's just amazing. But Darshan can describe it better. I think he's been more to campus than me.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I was there for teaching assistantship actually, and I've been there for around 8 9 months. Okay, and guys, let me say this: it was an amazing experience. Okay, putting aside the weather. Okay, ये तो भूल ही जाओ कि भाई वहाँ का weather बहुत खराब है ना. I will let my frustration out. It is really humid. First of all, okay.
Mm.
Second, for the BA students, it is compulsory that you will get Ganga hostel. Okay, Ganga hostel doesn't have lift. You will have to climb up the 3 floors, come down. Okay, we will not talk in detail about the rooms and everything, but yeah, so 8 months staying there was really a good experience. And see, me being in IIT Gandhinagar also, I've been like I visited. Okay, I've not stayed there, but the aura, okay, that IIT Madras provides, okay, that is really on a
True.
different level. Okay, so I've been to IIT Ropar also. Okay, and yeah, well, like you will see the difference. And let me say this, you will regret not staying there, okay, if
Hmm.
you will not at least try to come here. Okay, so teaching assistantship is really a different thing, but for a start, okay, I will suggest that fill the accommodation forms, try your best to stay there for the 5 days. Okay,
Hmm.
and yeah, as she said, walking is the best thing there. Okay, buses are there, but रात को, ओके, रात को वहाँ पे भाई जो माहौल होता है, you can, like, the places I remember the most is from the 23 paradox, the like EDM night was in
Hmm.
student activity center actually. So
SSC.
so it was centrally AC. Okay, so the like that night was happening in AC environment, and it was like really good there at that time. But yeah, student activity center, be it student activity center, be it open air theater. Okay, and if you are coming around Navratri or coming around Holi, then you will get to enjoy that September to March. Okay, so
Mm.
this phase that it is right now going on, no, but it almost end. But you will get to participate in Navratri also. Okay, then you have this in January you have Sarang, right? So you will get to experience the offline IIT Madras events, plus in the March there is Holi. Okay, so who have not seen the Paradox IIT Madras video about Holi, right? So IIT
Yes.
Holis
Yeah.
are like that. Okay, so IIT Holis are really different on a different level, and you should experience once. Okay, but putting that aside, it will be possible only when you will get some internship, or you will be participating in the TA. But yeah, those 5 days also you will enjoy a lot. Okay, pura campus, like IIT Madras सोता नहीं है वो 5 दिन. ओके, बीए
Hmm.
स्टूडेंट्स पूरा जगाए रखते हैं वो कैंपस को. ओके, एट
Mm.
3 a.m. in the night, people are taking guitars and sitting in the lawn, and they're
Lol,
playing
yeah.
music, they're enjoying, right? They're taking walks of the campus. Then in the early morning, there are events happening, right? So it is a really good experience coming here. And yeah, as I said, I will say 2 times, 3 times, aura is really different, okay, than other IITs, and it is worth experiencing once. But I will note it, like I will quote it once more, that you've heard that let's go and stay outside the campus or in some
Hmm.
PG. Please don't do that, huh?
Please don't.
Please
Please
Yes.
don't.
don't do that. As at least this 28, or like excluding everyone, around 20 people, 25 people are there. Please don't stay in PG until or unless you want to really look hard for the internships. Okay, so if I will quote it like that, then if you want to really try hard, maybe you can go, but other than that, it is not worth staying outside the campus. Okay, then like, yeah, so experiencing
Mm.
hostel life is really different. Okay, and staying outside PG and coming in and out is really different. Okay, so there are really lot of point of views floating through about it. Okay, people will say that, yeah, if at all, like, I'm trying for internships and I'm getting internships, then what problem do you have? I don't have any problem. But if you are in a phase that you are just starting in the diploma level, you don't have anything to show up. Okay, you don't have anything that you can showcase. Okay, right? So in the initial time, I will say that just stay at home. Okay, and try to build, try to get involved in the extracurricular activities, try to get involved in societies, houses, everything, Paradox. Okay, and then you can maybe try coming here, but otherwise staying in hostel is really really a better thing to do. Okay,
Right.
so
Yes.
yeah.
To frame that, one thing I'll add, even IIT Bombay can't beat the aura of IIT Madras. I've been to IIT Bombay and it's not gonna work. And secondly, hostel life for me, even if it was like 1 month, then another 5 days, another 5 days, it did prep me for my PG life when I was in Bangalore for a year and a half. Okay, so that is there. And guys, one thing to add for campus, um, guys, even if you are like, Arey, we are coming to Chennai for the first time, let's go visit the beaches, go for a sunset, go for a sunrise, and stuff like that. Be happy to do that, do that. But one thing is, enjoying the night time in PG, as we I'm repeatedly saying, is amazing. One place I'll tell you, it just clicked me. That is my go-to place during Paradox, is the skating rink behind apna what Zaitun, or what's it called now? Yeah, that place. The skating rink behind it at
Mm.
night. It is very peaceful. There is a lot of wind, and it's just amazing. It's the best place to be at night if you want to be away from the noise and the vibing at Himalaya lawn. That is one place to be where you can find silence. Just a tip.
And that is
But
a
now
great.
that you have,
Hmm.
Yeah, continue.
yes, and
Continue.
now that you have said it, I think we'll have a lot of crowd there also. Then trying to find a new place now.
Nee, see, I have been there at 4. I've been up all night, 4, 5, 6 a.m. So that depends. But yeah, hopefully not too much crowd.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay. For anyone wondering, this time the paradox is from third. June to 8th June. So like the officially paradox starts from 4th, but the accommodation will be starting from 3rd June. So in a very few days, the ticketing will also start. If anyone is going through trains, if you are going to flight, that also right now you will get a good deal. So please get your tickets booked and get ready for all the paradox activities fun that you would have. And with that, I have a lot of questions, but now let's take the questions from the audience. So any questions you would have, like to ask, just raise your hand and I'll call you there. And let's see the chat once. If there are any more questions, okay. Yes, Rakshit. Wait, I cannot see your name, but Lucky Shetty. Yes, please go.
Thank you, sir.
Um,
By the way, I need to ask something regarding subjects. Like now, I'm in foundation level, and in diploma, can I take DBMS and MAD one and MAD one project like both? Can I manage? And I'm a dual degree student, and I'm doing BTech,
what year are you in BTech, if I may know?
CSE.
No, like in what year of BTech are you in right now?
First year. I'm in first year, and here also I'm in foundation level.
Okay. Anyone of you would like to take the question? Darshan,
Hmm.
raise
Yeah.
off.
Darshan, yeah, please. Mad one is your foreplay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Can you please repeat the
Oh, she's
question?
asking whether she can take DBMS Mad1 and Mad1 project at the same time. Right now, she's in foundation, but just about to start the diploma
Oh,
level.
sorry. Sorry. I saw and I kind of forgot to reply. You asked in the chat. I'm sorry. Yeah. So, yeah, you can take DBMS Madon and Madon project together. So, Madon is a really, light course in a way. Okay, you can take project with that. Okay, but if you don't have time constraints, then maybe you can complete Madon theory in one term and then complete the project in the next term. Okay, so I will suggest that if you don't have time constraints, then try to complete the theory course properly. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
then you can maybe work on the project because see what will happen is in Mad1 there are lab assignments. Okay, so lab assignments are bit by bit. Okay, so if you will combine everything in the lab assignment, it will be a lightweight replica of the Mad1 project. Lightweight, I said. Okay, it's not exact replica, but it is lightweight replica. So what will happen is if you will complete lab assignments properly, then you'll be able to complete Madden project properly. Okay. So now you will take Madden theory and Madden project together and you will, clash everything. And then you are making lab assignments this side and you are making project this side. So I will suggest that don't do it. Okay. As like, like most of the students do it and it is recommended. But for a dual degree student, context is different. Okay. And if you
Mhm.
don't have time constraints, that I will suggest that do Madden project after the theory. But if you are taking it, then there is no harm also. It is very much manageable. Okay, so you can just focus on the lab assignments that is having, and once you complete till week 5 or week 6 lab assignments, you can start working on the project and you'll be able to complete it before the deadline. Yeah.
Yes.
To add to that,
Also, one
just don't
more.
keep the project for the end.
Yeah,
Please
that is
don't do
Mhm.
also.
that.
Yes.
It will not help. I have taken a lot of time to complete both projects, honestly. That is the only reason I'm a bit. It has taken me long to get to BSc. But please do not keep the project like, "Arey, ek hafte mein I'll finish it. I'll spend
That,
8 hours each
that is
day."
not going to
It
happen.
will never work, and it will never. I just say it simply. It will never work. Even if it's mad one, it's an like comparatively easy project because you just have to deal with HTML and Flask over there. But it will never work, and then you will get stuck in Vivas. So give time to theory, then do your project. If you can manage both at same time, well and good. But from my experience, do theory first and next term project. I've learned it the hard way. I tell that to everyone now.
Yeah, thank you so much. But can I take MAD one theory and DBMS like both
Yeah,
together?
yeah, it is good.
Yeah.
It is a good combination, and at an initial level, yeah, you can take DVMS Madvan together. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yes, Bhargavi, thank you very much. So, Bhargavi, yes, you may go forward with the question.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask to like Gurneet. So, like, was this your standalone degree, and how did you go about, cracking the interview?
Okay, so this is not my standalone degree. I was doing a BSc Honors Mathematics from NMIMS. I started that in 2020 and I started this degree in 2021, the second batch. So it was an overlap. So I'm technically a dual degree student. Coming to the interview for my job at Deloitte, I got the placement through my other degree, the Maths Honors one, because at that time they had started with placements and they were sending out emails, and IIC had just started up with all their rules and regulations. So it was quicker for me there than waiting here. So
Right, right.
that is one thing. But coming to interviews, how do you want to reframe that question, or is it how what do you want to ask me
No, so like
specifically coming
main
to the
question
interview?
was that how exactly you landed there. So that was through the placements of your offline college,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And my question to Darshan is that because you are a standalone student of IIT MBS degree, so so I have a couple of friends who they are always in rush that they want to complete their diploma in 3 terms, their degree level in 3 terms. So is that true? Is that correct? Like for a standalone student, is that approach? How is that approach?
See, as I like this is discussion we had before also. So the same thing. Okay. So as I was saying, okay. So completing it in a rush will not help. Okay. So it's like someone is just because someone is doing it, you shouldn't do it. Okay. So as I said, comparison is not a thing that you should have as a standalone student, and you can just complete things in a rush. I will really suggest that take things in your pace, and like suggestion is 4 to 5 terms. Other than that, if it takes one extra term, then there is no harm. Okay, completing diploma in 2 years will also not like harm you in any way, because if you calculate in a way, then yeah, it will take some more time, but at last you will have your concepts in hand, and you will be able to apply those concepts if you get an internship in that, and whatever. Okay, so in whatever way it will really help you doing those courses really well, okay, than completing it in a rush. Okay, so like let's see, like I have met some people who has done things in rush. Okay, so I have some examples. Okay, some people has BTech degree and they tried to do it in 3 terms. Okay,
Hmm.
so actually they landed up doing it in 4 terms, but they completed the diploma in really, like up down up down up down. So there was like like in, let's say in DVMS there was some good grade, then MLT, which required a little more time, grade went down to COD, then it went up again for some easy subject, and then it went down. Projects were really done in a really bad way, let's say. Okay, so completing in a rush, I will say that not do it. Okay, unless or until you, I don't know, what will be the conditions for doing it in like a rush. But yeah, if there is some exception that you will have to do it in rush, then I will suggest that at least take the courses really in a good
Wisely,
context.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Right, right. And Darshan, you have been a teaching assistant at IITM for quite a long time. So I'll just ask a question. What is the best thing that your TA-ship has given you?
Tship has given you given me. Okay, so one thing was this skills. Okay, so skills in a way that in my particular domain in web development, I got debugging skills because I was mentoring a lot of students there in the boot camps and everything. Okay, and the second thing, as I mentioned before also, it is networking. Okay, so it's like I got a really good connections. I got to meet really good people, really good and you get to meet professors also. But the people staying in your hostel with you, the fellow teaching assistants are there, then there are some interns. Okay, so like with your hostel, there will be some IITM BA students doing some internships, and IITM research park. So research park people don't get accommodation in hostels, but yeah, some people are doing in some people are doing research internships under professors, so get to meet those people and get to learn a lot from them. Okay, so I learned a lot from them, as well as I built that network, which was, you know, kind of a reason to get me the internship at Aditya Birla Capital. So at least, you know, it bring me to the interview part. So yeah, I hope that answers the question.
Yes,
Um, to add to that, if I may, before TAs, like TAs was a very recent thing, if I remember right. Before TAs, they had done mentors. Okay, they did mentorship programs for term wise only, so it was not a long term thing, and those were online, so it not was not necessary for the TA to be in campus and stuff like that. So I was a mentor for Python at that time, the foundation level course, and one thing it does help apart from your own skills developing is how you it helps you understand how to interact with different level of people. Okay, okay, yes, I had good skills in Python, but as Darshan said, it helps give you skills in debugging and understanding code better, how to solve problems. I was coming People were coming with errors that I never knew about, so I'm myself learning a lot of things again. But one thing is, you will learn a lot of how the different kind of people in this degree and how you're interacting with them. Networking is one thing, because like in person networking is different, and in networking online is also very different. So it does build a lot of things through there, but I don't think mentorship programs still exist. They are shifted completely to TA
Uh,
programs.
Actually, they
There's
are
Yeah.
there.
one,
Hey,
Okay,
yeah.
they are
yeah,
there, right?
the,
Mentors.
um s-
the mentorship
Chatrapalli,
program
your
is there.
mic is the other mic is on, I think, is it?
Yes, okay. What I was saying is the mentorship program is there, but wait, is my voice audible
No,
properly?
you're not audible. Just turn on the mic of the other device now.
Exactly.
Mentorships, like those mentorships were different. Okay, we were just supposed to sit for a couple, and they were not paid, they were free. We were just supposed to sit for a couple of hours with students, solve their doubts. They were supposed to do assignments and then get back to us. So nowadays that mentorship is different. My time that it was different, but it does help build a lot of skills. Chhatrapalli,
Okay,
you can
is
go
it
ahead.
fine now?
Yeah, yeah, it's audible now.
Okay, so what I was saying is now we have a different sort of mentorship program. So like applications come with the TA only. The TAs are brought to the campus. Mentorship, the ones who are selected for mentors, they just are there to help the people who are very much on the verge of failing or like doing very bad in a subject. So mentors don't have to come on the campus. They just help them revise for the week content and for the quiz one, quiz two, maybe exams. That is the thing with mentors right now. And so they are like a secondary aid to TA, if I could say that.
Yeah, so technically, similar thing exactly. You get to even help others, like people who are stuck, they're not able to pass this. We had that scenario. People were failing OPPs, but they were doing good in theory. So that is where they brought up the concept. They made students enroll in the mentorship thing, and they were like, clear this mentorship wala thing, and then we'll give you another chance on the course and stuff like that. So you will understand how you also teach people things, because when you're teaching someone, you will actually get to know how you have learned it. Have you learned it right? Are you able to explain it better? And that builds up your skills for presentations or talks further in
Your
that one, in like
understanding
a way.
becomes actually, you know, like you understand the concepts more when you're
Hmm.
explaining someone else, right? So that is the thing. And one more thing is that mentorship is, let me say that, you know, someone will pay for the subject mentorship. So TA-ship is, you get the teaching assistant session with the course fees that you will pay 10,000 or whatever, right? So then after that, you will, you know, pay extra some thousand or 2,000 for course mentorship. So if you are stuck at some course, and then you will take that. Okay, so that will be the mentors assigned to you. So forms are same. Okay, so you will fill the form for mentors only. If your application is not that good, then they will assign you as a mentor first. Then from the feedback of the mentees, okay, mentees which are your students, you will get to, get promoted as TA and go to the campus. So that is the basic process. But in some subjects, let's say someone is not taking mentorship and mentorship is zero. Okay, so they will not release that. So if you will fill that same mentorship form, you will get the ta-ship interview, and then you will have that. So it's a process. You will fill the form. The like, you will have to write something. I'm forgetting the term, but you will have to write, let's say, a small essay about why you are a good, uh, good,
SOP sort
why
of
you're
thing.
why you SOP sort of thing, why you're good for this job, and why you're good for this teaching assistantship. Yeah, sorry. So you will write that, and if they will find it interesting, then they will call you for interview, and then eventually you will reach the campus. So that is the case, and otherwise you will get mentorship also, and that is also some weekly 3 sessions will you will have to take, and there is like kind of one to one only, because there are only less people. Okay, so less than 10 people will be there, okay, who is paying for the course mentorship and everything. So yeah,
Mm.
and I was saying, how much does a TA get as a stipend? So it is
Let's
enough.
not.
It is enough. Okay, so it is. I'll say it is enough to pay your hostel and mess bills there. Okay, and you will not be left with that much after that. Okay, you will be left with, actually, but after the taxes, you will not be left with that much money. Okay,
But
so
I think one thing I guess most of us do this for, I guess most of us I'm saying, is for the experience and that we are able
yeah,
to help others.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I guess,
So it was all about. Hmm.
yeah,
I
sorry,
mean,
go
if,
ahead.
if I'm not wrong, even like leave aside the amount that you get, you also get the statement very late. So if you're just going for that, don't go.
Yeah, it is all about, for me personally, it was, all about going into the campus and staying there. Okay, so I just had my time, 8 months, tried every mess there. Okay, South Indian veg, South Indian, other South Indian veg, and North Indian, two North Indian messes were there. I tried both. So it's like I was exploring a lot, and I was going to, I went to Puducherry, Pondicherry, whatever you call it. Yeah, so then I went to, temples around the campus also. Okay, so I explored Chennai also as much as I could. Then we went to beaches, and yeah, everything was there. So it's all about experience, not about the stipend though. But I will say that it is enough to pay your hostel and mess bills, so you will not be paying from your pocket, but the
Mhm.
other expenses you will manage it on your own. So
Okay, Roshni, you have one more question.
Yeah, I have another question. Like, is Maths 2 will help in diploma or degree level? Like, the Maths 2 is studying in foundation level.
Mm.
Is it helpful in further studies, like in programming?
Okay.
please
Um,
connect.
See, I'm doing MLT right now,
Okay.
so I'd say it does help a lot. MLF MLT is very math intensive, and especially you have to be clear with all the maths to stats to things that
See,
you studied there.
the,
Yes.
the models that you are learning, like not exactly models, but the base of Max 2, right? It will help you understand all the models that are being used in MLP, MLT, and even in degree level. Okay, like we are using AI, we are studying AI and DL, all of that, right? The basics of there is mathematics. Okay, so yeah, linear algebra per se, but the basics of it is very important. So that kind of trickles down to Max 2 itself. You have your logic over there correct, then only you will be able to understand further complicated models better.
True that. Okay, so
Okay.
MLF and MLT, both the subjects. Okay, so MLF is the foundation, and you will need maths to there. Okay, so you will need maths to there. You will need all the understandings of all the concepts of maths and maths to together in the MLF. Okay, so that is there, and yeah, it like foundation. It is what, it like the word has the meaning. Okay, it is the foundation of your degree. It is truly the foundation. You will study everything, and you will feel that, yeah, you will observe on your own that, yeah, I have studied this. Okay, so you will study, that in maths only, you will study in maths too, I guess. There is gradient descent a little. Okay, so something like that, it is there, steepest descent, something like that, some concept is there. Okay, and then you will study gradient descent, and then you will study. So it's like, maths on maths really builds the foundation. And someone asked, linear algebra, yeah, so Yeah, it is the answer, not the question. Linear algebra is very much important even in GATE exam. Yeah. So talking about GATE, if you have seen, if you have heard, like every ranker from BS degree, like the rankers that have been like the latest ones. Okay, AIR one is there from our degree, AIR some 6 or 7 is there from our degree, and yeah. So yeah, sorry for the number if I'm missing, but yeah, yeah. So they have also told, okay, so that BS degree is really helped in that also, GATE DA, right? So both the things, it is really important, and yeah, linear algebra is true that it will help a lot. Uh, we still have
Dinesh, that question we have discussed a little back, so might not be well, but this recording would be available on YouTube, so you may check out that. Also, I shamelessly plug in one event that Instagram has been doing. So every term break, we do a 3 or 4 day boot camp on linear algebra, discussing all the. We don't discuss actually how to solve the questions, but how exactly to see all the problems and different things of linear algebra, topics of it. So how what exactly it is happening there, and how it is in the graph form, how exactly it is seen in the real world. So you may like to join that, and it will also help you a lot. Lovely Sir is also another working professional from our degree, conducts those sessions. Anyways, the plugins over. We may come back to the questions now. Yes, CGPA. Anyone who would like to take up the question? How much CGPA is necessary for the internships?
Okay, so CGPA is, for a general, like I'll just generalize this because it all depends on, that, what do you say? Uh, that how you're getting into that internship, and it is if it is really open, that open opportunity, then maybe they will filter out the students based on uh, CGPA, right? So, and otherwise, as me got, and that some people, some other people get into the internship or some interviews is from the referrals. Okay, so it's like from the referrals, maybe there is a less chance of like you getting out because of the CGPA. But it is suggested that you keep it around like above 8. Okay, around 8.5 is 8.5 is really considered good, and it will clear the cutoffs also. Okay, so there is no like a number that I will tell that helped me in that, or anyone like any can help anyone. Okay, but yeah, maybe keeping it around 8.5 will help. Okay, maybe Gurneet can answer more about this CGPA part, and also the question that someone asked about BSc Maths.
Yeah, just a second. I think my meeting. Okay, yeah. So CGPA as such. See, I'll be honest. For me, in my experience, yes, CGPA is important. Trust me. Right now, I'm trying to very hard. I'm very trying to maintain that 8.5 wala thing, because I think that is where I guess it is. There is a difference between you and an average kid. Okay, that is where the difference stands, because 8.5, if you're doing this degree standalone, it is a basic expectation out of you that you should be able to get 8.5, because it's, yes, some subjects are difficult, but it's not like you are doing difficult subjects from the start. You are slowly building it up, right? So you have 4 years to build that CGPA. And don't take it like, yeah, this is an easy subject, I'll easily get a 10. You have to make sure you study for it, and you find other means of it, but you get a good CGPA. Because then later on, if you don't get a good CGPA, you'll regret, right? Arre, it was an easy scoring subject, but I got a 6. So that is one thing. I know a bit off topic, but yeah, that is how it is. For me, personally, my CGPA has been decent, not great, but it does help in, as I said, like for example, for masters, that it 8 stands as a clear distinction in certain areas. It might not be like that is the first line of eligibility, but it will give you an edge. over other applicants. Okay. And in coming to internships and jobs, they obviously don't look at your study. They don't look what you have studied, but they will look at, how you have studied it, what are you able to retain, are you able to apply it in real world applications. Okay. At least according to me, that is what has happened with me. They didn't notice that I did maths honors, I did blockchain, I have done blockchain technology, I have done statistical modeling, I have done C programming, Sage, etc. I've done a gazillion things, but they don't look at that. They look at how I am able to use things from there and apply it somewhere else. So that is my understanding when it comes to a good CGPA. Good CGPA is a plus point, but it's not hard line everywhere. Okay. Coming to, I guess, Kaushik's question, linear
Yes.
algebra wala part.
Hmm.
See, linear algebra is the base of it. Okay. Um, but how do I put this? I don't even remember what all I studied during linear algebra. But for me, what happened is when I was doing my BSc Maths honors, I my sub the subjects that I required for my IIT degree were coming up after I completed the course in IIT. So unfortunately, it didn't align for me well. We did, or maybe I had those subjects during COVID, which obviously I was not paying attention during COVID times. So that obviously had an adverse effect when I was studying it in IIT. I'm like, "Arey yaar, I've studied this subject in maths honors, but I obviously didn't study it properly." So yeah, linear algebra is at the base of it if you want to get into understanding how models work. Okay. Because dheere dheere you will move from theoretical mathematics to applied mathematics, and then you get into the coding of it where you are using models in programs and getting your outputs. So like is that's it's not just linear algebra, but it is one of the few subjects that are important there.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, if you want to take a question, I mean, but like it's already been 30 minutes past the time, so I mean, it's all upon you. We wouldn't want to trouble you more about it. Well,
Okay, so I'll just take the last question. Do ITM
yes.
consider other degree while internship after diploma or in BS level? Um, Ish, would you like to rephrase this question maybe? Or someone can explain me more because do IITM considers other degree while internship? Um, like, are you asking about the IIC part or
Like I mean, the the students who have done BTech or like I am doing the BSc from offline college, like which
okay?
will be preferred more. Uh, I mean that
Okay, so you're going external, not IIC then.
no, like they ask for no the degree like you are doing.
No, so degree is not mandatory. You can do this degree standalone, right? So let's just say you go to an internship and you only have this degree, then it's not like they will give they are like expecting you to, do another degree. They'll give importance to that. This is a renowned, they are saying that this is a degree that like, it's a renowned degree, they are saying, right? It stands for itself. You don't need a support of another degree to hold this degree viable. At least that is my understanding to your question. So it's not like you have to do dual degree to get a good internship. If you are in the situation where you started with another degree and now you're doing IIT MBS, so you have a dual degree, but then it also depends what you have learned from. So for in case of masters, if I let's just say for example, I did a BTech and here I'm doing data science, I want to go into a masters which is more aligned towards data science. So accordingly, when you are applying for masters, the weightage shifts to your data science degree. But if you are applying for a master's which is more related to develop engineering, software engineering, that side of a domain, then your domain weightage shifts, right? So,
Hmm.
and it's not like they're completely different worlds. Okay, they how do they align somewhere or the other? They intersect somewhere or the other. So subjects are not completely different. So that also comes into play.
Yeah. So, and to answer the other question, if you ask that, if someone is doing dual degree, then he or she is eligible. So, internships, you are eligible after you will complete at least one diploma. Okay. After completing at least one diploma, you will get a mail that if you want internship support, then you can fill this form, pay this much, and you can get
It
that.
is. Just an introduction, like it has changed now. Like now you have to complete both the diplomas.
Sorry. Okay, so my mistake, my bad. So sorry. Okay, yeah, both the diplomas. Okay, so
Also,
like, yeah,
yeah,
continue.
please. So, like the CGPA, someone asked what is the CGPA to become a TA. I think it's still 8.0 and above, I guess, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, it is eight. It is eight. It is considered as eight, but okay. So I'll say that if you get a chance to apply or do that. So there is no strict criteria. You can maybe try applying once. Okay. So eight is minimum, but if your grade is good and your application is good in a way, then there is a slight chance that you can get uh, before also. Okay, and TA ship you will get a mail. Okay, you'll get a mail that apply for mentorship and TA ship for the subjects, and you can select the subjects as per your priorities, and you'll get a mail if they find your application interesting. Okay, and yeah, that's it.
Well, I think we can stop with the questions now. It has been a lot of time and we have discussed a lot of things. And there are a lot of questions which I see. The answers to this question, if you see the recording again, we have discussed in the 1 hour that we talked about earlier. So, especially the internship part, how they got the internship and everything has been covered in detail. So, we'll be uploading this to YouTube on the Pichavaram Houses channel. You may see there, you'll get the recording. And well, until the next week when we come again with the episode 2, it is lovely. First of all, it is lovely to have you everyone here still after 1.5 hours. And just much more, I'm much more than thankful to Darshan and Gurneet for them giving such so much of their time. Even Gurneet Didi and Darshan, after they got free of their jobs, they had been doing and everything, and just still giving 1.5 hours to us and all the questions we had. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for being here and guiding us and enlightening us with all your experiences. We are very glad for that. And
It is our pleasure,
with
and thank you so much for inviting.
thank you very
Yeah,
much.
it's been great. Thank you for inviting us.
Yes, and well, with that, we end today's the first episode of the Alt+Connect talk show, and uh, let's meet again next week. And until then, bye bye, everyone.
Just one thing. I